Hello, everybody. Today is the 13th of January, and then to continue my journey of telling the pen story, we are going to a new day. And today we're going to tell the pen story. This pen story have a few questions for you, and then in answering those questions, we find out four several lessons, but among them, four lessons that are very significant. And the reason for us to keep telling the pen story every day, or we try to, is you know, is that we for me is the way for me to engrave it into my memory, and then hopefully one of these days I'll be able to apply all the lesson of the pen story into my life, so that I be able to understand the life, understanding what life, well, why something happened to me, and how we be able to achieve my life, all my goals a very certain way. Ready? Let's get started, okay? What is this? It's a pen. What do we use this pen for? To write. Now, there is a dog inside the room. I'm going to wave this in front of the dog. What does the dog do? The dog probably will snip, lick, or chew this, right? Does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So for the dog, this one is not a pen, but for the human, this one is a pen. So who is correct, the dog or the human? The answer is both correct. For the dog, this one is a chewing toy, but for the human, this one is a pen to write. The dog is correct in the dog world, and the human is also correct in the human world. So that is our first lesson, both correct. Now, let's move on to the second lesson, okay? So let's imagine that there is a table in front of me. So I'm going to put this thing on the table, and then both the dog and I will walk out of the room. So inside the room, there'll be no human, no dog. What does this thing become? It is still a pen or chewing toy. Or it is almost nothing. And the ancient wisdom call it as the emptiness. The emptiness is actually a very magical definition. As we understand the emptiness, we be able to achieve anything in our life. Just like Yishin Michael Roche applied the emptiness into his business and was able to build a business with revenue of $250 million a year. He's also able to help several refugees. So what is the emptiness? Why is that so magical? Let's go back to the page story, okay? So this thing is currently on the table, and when there is no human, no dog, it is almost nothing. But as soon as I go back into the room, I look at this. What does this thing become? This is a pen. When the dog comes back to the room and the dog look at this, what does this thing become? It is a chewing toy. But when both the dog and I come back to the room at the very same time, and we both look at this at the very same time, what does this thing becomes? It becomes two things, a pen for me and a chewing toy for the dog. So simple thing when there is no human, no dog, nothing to interact with. They come back to true self, and we call it the emptiness. However, it also has the potential to become anything or anyone, depending on who or what is looking at it or interact with it at that very moment. And that is our second lesson. Along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. Now, I see this as a pen. So does this pen coming from me, or does this pen coming from the thing itself? This pen is actually coming from me. Why am I so certain? Because if this thing is the pen itself, the dog or anything in this entire universe will have to see it for what it is, which is a which is a pen. But does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So this pen is actually coming from me. This pen is actually coming from my mind. And everything is actually coming from our mind. So that is our third lesson. Everything is actually coming from our mind. Now we all agree that this pen is coming from my mind, right? So I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to think this one become a diamond, okay? So please pray with me. Diamond, diamond, diamond on my eyes. It's still a pen. So what in my mind that forced me to see this as a pen but not a diamond? There are seeds inside our mind that the ancient wisdom calls as karma. When we see something, the seed inside our mind pop up, open up, and cover the lens and make us see it for what had been planted earlier into our mind. So who planted the seed into our mind? Only you can plant the seed into your mind, and only I can plant the seed into my mind. How can we do it? the three way, by our word, by our action, by our thoughts, especially when we try to help other people. So for instance, I'm gonna hold on to this. I'm gonna say that I have the pen. Would you like to have this pen? To my friends, and then one of my friends say, yes, please. I'd be so happy to give this to my friend with the hope that I can help my friend. So when I give this palm open up and both me and my friend will see it. And it's drawing a remark in my mind. A couple days later, when I see this, I recognize this one as a pen, which means that the seed of the pen has all been planted into my mind. And I pop up, open up, and cover this and make me see it for what had been planted earlier into my mind, which is a pen. And this is how a pen become a pen, or anything surround us become what and who they are to us. In the pen story, there are several meaningful lessons. Today we went over 4 different lessons. The first lesson is both are correct, so we learn to respect each other's opinion. We learn to respect each other's choices, and we learn to listen to each other with a compassionate heart. And with that, we plant the happiness into our relationship. And we also recognize that, we all are equal and we all should be respected. The second lesson is along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. So first, we know that we all change, including ourselves. So we all change with time. The second one is that we learn to respect each other. We learn to trust our potential and to trust the potential of everyone or everything surround us and everything that happened to us. And also we learn to cherish the very moment because this moment is the only moment that we have, and it will never come back because the next moment something will change. So we can never experience the same moment again. Just like the saying, you can never bathe in the same swim in the same river. You can never swim in the same river. And another application of that lesson is that we learn that to cherish every moment because that moment is also a very magical moment when anything can happen as long as you believe in yourself, each other, and whatever happened to us. The third lesson is everything is coming from the seed inside our mind. So we'll be 100% responsible to whatever happened to us. And we don't blame anyone because in the end, we are the only one who can plant the seed into our mind. So we learn to be responsible. We learn to take control of our life in a very, very positive way, not a planful way, so that our life become more cheerful. The fourth and the final lesson is how to create and manifest our dream life. So first we have to know what we want to do with our life. Then second is that we start planting those seeds using our word, our action, our thoughts. So if we want to have a happiness, we use our word, our action, our thought, planting the happiness seed to ourselves and other people, and helping other people become happier. If we want to have prosperity, then we use our word, our action, our thought, helping ourselves and other people getting happier, or getting richer, more prosperous. And just like that, whatever that you want in your life, you use your word, your action, your thought to plant that seed, helping yourself and other people to get that seed. And so with another lesson that will come from that is that your current word, your current thoughts, your current action is what gonna create or manifest your life in the future. So your future is actually built on this very moment from your word, your action, your thoughts. So be very mindful of what you talk about, what you think about, and how you act to other people. And the lesson that I would like to share with you all today is that so this morning is a very beautiful morning. It's really, really nice outside, and I feel very blessed to have my kids. They all get up very early, very early. I'm the one that getting the latest and get up the latest, and then they got everything ready. I don't have to worry anything. And my husband, because we both stay up very late, and I have been staying up very late recently. So I feel very blessed to, like my husband let me sleep in for a bit, and then my mother-in-law make breakfast for us all, and I just feel very grateful, very Yeah, extremely grateful to have such great support, magnificent support from my family. And I try my best. I try my best to finish this batch in the best way that I can. Not just because it's the work is the first time that I'm doing something like this in Vietnam, but it's also because um this is the best thing that I can do in return of whatever that my family has been supporting me. So thank you everyone for listening to me today. Thank you, Anna, for coming me in this 3,000-day journey. And by me sharing with you the pen story of my lesson is something good, I would like to dedicate that to my dearest family, to my friends, to my coworkers, to my clients, or to any living things in this world, any other world with love, wisdom, and gratitude. Thank you so much and have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye bye. Ah, one thing though. So, as you all know that the US is encounter different challenges, natural disaster from the fire in Los Angeles to the blizzard in the east and the central part. So I just want, if I can do anything, if this is something good that I'm doing, I would like to dedicate that to all the people that are suffering during the natural hazard. And hopefully this will bring some peace, something good to them. And hopefully I know that it's all because of human, but I choose to believe in the potential of the goodness as well as I I pray that that Mother Earth will be kind enough to us to be please be kind to the poor soul in Los Angeles as well as to in the north and in the east and central part of the US who encountering all the natural disaster. And please help them. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye.